What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and today we're going to be taking a look at Even the Ocean. This game's actually very cool, very ambitious for just a side-scrolling adventure game. I actually did play a little bit just off camera just to kind of get the feel of it, so we're going to start a new game today, and links will be in the description for everything about this game, folks, so you can pick it up for yourself. This game is very story-driven, so it kind of gives you a bunch of really nice options when you start the game. So before the game begins, please select how you'd like to play the game. We can actually play the full game, which includes both story aspects as well as just the adventuring. Now, let me say that this actually is an insane story-driven game. Like, seriously, there is a lot of text. I will say that. It was a bit overbearing for me, but mostly just because of, you know, doing YouTube videos, but it's fine because I like doing funny voices for the characters. But they actually let us just do the story mode or just do the gauntlet. Now, what the gauntlet is going to do, that's what we're going to play for today, just so I can give you an idea as to how the game actually operates, is it's going to skip all of the story-driven elements and just throw us into the levels. So we'll do a couple of the levels before we call it for a day. And then there's the warp, which lets us just play through the whole game normally, but lets us teleport to any different spot that we want. So, of course, it's recommended that you play the full game yourself, just to check it out. But the other thing, too, is I don't want to give any story spoilers and stuff, because you're pretty much playing as a character that, witnesses an event, and it's kind of like a futuristic post-apocalyptic world where there's all these power plants that we have to keep activating all over the place, right? Oops, there we go. Now that you've selected your desired mode, please take a brief moment to look over this list of options. Some of them may be helpful for a better experience. That's okay. At least they do show you the options and stuff, but they really like confirming things and double checking. And like I said, there's a lot of text. Like it's a different type of game because of that. I'll just say that. Ooh, hello sign. Welcome to Gauntlet mode. To progress, simply complete each level. You may replay levels at will. You can read the story in the journal as you finish levels. That's okay, I don't really need to. This is our checkpoint. Nice little quick save spot. I don't think we can go through that door, can we? Because we gotta go through this first one first. Go to the Fey Rouge. Yes, please. The gameplay itself is actually pretty cool. I like it. Where that is actually a map right there that you can see, kind of showing us the progressing areas. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure. But it's kind of got a light and dark aspect. So we can put up our shield and hold it either behind us. I don't know how our character is that flexible, on top of us while we're walking around, and under us while we're walking around, or just in front of us so that we can actually block these dark particles. And the thing that's kind of cool about this game is the different aspects of the game that get altered as we get more darker light. So you can see at the bottom, we touch that plant, we're filling up our light meter. If we get it all the way to the end, of course, obviously, we're going to end up getting a game over and have to restart. But the game actually changes its gameplay based on how much light or dark you have. So if we have light, we're going to actually jump higher. And if we have more dark, we're going to have more movement speed. Now, immediately, as soon as I saw that, I thought that was really cool, because I could totally see this game being done by speedrunners, where they would probably just have, you know, as much darkness as possible at all times, just so that they could progress as fast as they could through the given areas. And then if they understood and knew a lot of the levels, of course, obviously they could end up, you know, having the light ones just so that they could jump up the walls as fast as they could. Like you can see right here, it was really good to have the light and stuff. And I just think that it's like such a cool mechanic, you know, like you see this mechanic a lot on other types of games. Like usually it's on like R-type or jet games and stuff where you're trying to dodge the light or dark parameters. But I like this one just because of the type of game that it is, while also having this aspect, you know? And then these right here, these are like little crystals that obviously are going to take light energy to open the doorways. And then there's going to be other different aspects like that similarly as we're going through the game. And you gotta be careful too, because you can actually drop or hit the dark aura or the light aura, like as we're dropping down on them. Despite the fact that your shield's in front of you, it doesn't mean that we're going to end up being invincible, you know what I mean? So we actually gotta be very careful there. Yep, and let's get ourselves a little bit more light going on, just so that we aren't risking it too much. But I love the controls. Like, it's very, very quick, very fluent, very easy to understand, you know? And personally, for myself, if I ended up doing a Let's Play of this game, which unfortunately we're probably not going to get that opportunity because I'm very, very busy with all the other games I'm already running, but we would definitely be going through the gauntlet mode for sure. I'm near the core control room. So there's the core control room. This is pretty much your goal throughout the entire experience, is to get to the core and redo its power. And in the normal game too, like in the full game, you actually get to go over to the world map and get to pick and choose which power plants you want to actually repair before another one. So I'm not sure whether or not that means that the game is going to have different choices in the gameplay, but pretty darn cool. Lots of different aspects of this game actually remind me of Braid. You remember that game? It was actually a fantastic puzzle game, but as you're gonna see right here, we're gonna get to one of the different puzzle aspects. So these little things, we're gonna grab this, and I know it's a little bit ugly that this thing is going on right now, but it has like a different mechanic going on. So of course, obviously, we have to put those let's just call it an energy cluster. I don't know. We gotta put it in there. But if we end up grabbing it, you can see we've actually got a light orb, and if we have it to touch the plant, it's gonna end up breaking, and then we gotta do it again. So breaking, then we gotta do it again. You see what I mean? So it kind of adds like a nice puzzle aspect where you gotta get through these otherwise easy spots now suddenly become 10 times more difficult just because we're trying to dodge all of the plants at the same time, you know what I mean? So like right here, for example, we're gonna have to time this just perfectly. Also, I'm a bit greedy, so I'm just gonna go straight for it, and who cares? But I mean, it's addictive, you know, like they really nailed the format of the game. I really, really like it. We can't actually get out of here, I don't think, until we actually activate this. Looks like I need to recalibrate the energy. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to rotate the mirrors, similarly to a Zelda puzzle that, you know, when you get in Zelda and you get the mirror shield pretty much. So this one, of course, is just very, very easy to just throw that one to us. And of course, it's going to get a lot more complicated later on. So it's kind of like a puzzle action platformer game, I guess I would say, right? I don't know why we can't actually... Oh, there we go. I guess it must be playing sound effects that I can't hear or something. But either way, folks, very interesting game to say the least. And yeah, links will be in the description so you can check this game out for yourself, folks. Seems like despite the fact that we're just doing the levels, it still throws all the story-driven elements inside the level, which that's kind of interesting, kind of weird, because I guess you're not really gonna know what's going on when you get to these points. But of course, that would be easier for them to take just cut that level out of the single player and put it into this gauntlet mode and just add a bunch of teleporting variables that swap you to the different levels, rather than cutting out all the story and stuff, because I understand how difficult that could end up being. Okay, so there we go. So now we could actually just go to the second gauntlet level. Oh, and we actually get quite a few different choices, but I'm noticing that we're actually on time for today, folks, and I'm actually very under the weather right now as I'm recording this, so I gotta take it easy. Either way, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Links will be in the description for this game so you can check it out for yourself. Very cool. I actually really like it. And if I had time, I would definitely start a Let's Play series of this game, but unfortunately, it's not in the stars. So thanks so much for watching, folks. Very much appreciate it. I would also appreciate if you would like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.